Hey everyone, this is Chris Brown here again. I'd like to welcome you to another episode. But in today's episode, we're going to talk about when men used to be men. Now, do you remember when men used to be men and being average was something to be proud of? Well, in order to live the lifestyle of a middle class family in the 1960s, you would have to make $150,000 a year. Now, let me tell you about Rick. He's one of the guys that I work with. He's a very nice guy, but he's such a little girl. Now, Rick makes $50,000 a year, but he's always broke. So many times he doesn't even have $5 in his bank account because his wife wears the pants in his family, and he does not have the courage to stand up and be the leader his family needs him to be. Now, Rick has been trying to start a home-based business for about 15 years now, and 8 of that I've known him. However, in those 8 years, he's only talked to 7 people because he's too scared. Now, Steve, on the other hand, is an overweight, obese truck driver making $50,000 a year, which after he comes home at night becomes Mr. Mom. He too has been trying to start a home-based business since 1998. Now, since 2012, there are more women working than men. And I don't care how noble it sounds to you, there's nothing sexy to your wife about being a stay-at-home dad. In addition to that, there are more women out earning their husbands than ever before. And research shows that for every $5,000 a wife out earns her husband, this increases their chance of divorce by 5%. Now, my grandpa survived World War II, and whose generations fought on the beaches of Normandy, even though they didn't expect to survive. Men today have wimped out because of doing work they are comfortable with, and this causes their family financial stress, forcing the wife to work when she doesn't have to, and depriving them of your valuable time because of your selfishness. And sure, everyone goes through a financial hard time. However, you were not born knowing how to walk, talk, or even how to drive a car, were you? These are all skills that you learned them when you needed them. So isn't it time that you get this part of your life handled and become the leader your family needs you to be? But this is not your fault. You see, the men of the World War II generation had testosterone, which is what makes men men, so that you can do what is required to be the man your family needs you to be. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to suggest that you take testosterone, which is probably a placebo anyway, but to get your body to make more of it. Now, the real problem is not lack of testosterone, but estrogen in your body, which has turned so many men into scared little girls. Estrogen is in plastic bottles we drink from, the pesticides we grow our food in, and the receipts that we get when we buy stuff, which creates extra fat and makes us behave like sissy little girls. Now, first of all, how bad do you want to behave like men? Depending on how bad you want this, depends on what you will do to change your life. Number one is to eat a plant-based diet. Now, there are many products available to help you in this regard. However, if you are 100% committed, the solution is either in your front yard or in your neighborhood. The solution is bitter plants, and the number one choice being plants in your front yard like daisies, which have a bitter taste but are very effective in getting high levels of estrogen out of your body. You can find more details on this at marcusrosskranznews.com. Number two is reflexology. On the bottom of our feet, there are pressure points that link up to different parts of our body. Reflexology on the big toe, as well as certain areas of the arch, can lower your levels of estrogen. However, if you do not have the time or the money to see a reflexologist, you can use these self-massaging insoles. And each step that you take, these self-massaging insoles will flow from the toe through the bottom of your foot to the heel, massaging each one of these pressure points, lowering your estrogen level. Now, if you'd like to see how this works, watch the video down below on our blog. Number three, sex. Yes, sex raises testosterone levels according to GabrielMoore.com. Now, number four is to lose some weight because estrogen fills our fat cells. And anabolicmen.com suggests that we lose some weight because this estrogen, again, is what turns so many men into scared little girls. Now, number five is vegetables like broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, mecca, and so on are filled with some very favorable compounds to decrease your estrogen level. Number 6 is to avoid chemicals as much as possible, because so many chemicals that we're exposed to in our daily lives increases our estrogen levels, including the plastic bottles that we drink from, the paper receipts that our receipts are printed on, the creams and personal care products that we use. And you can find more details on this in the link in our blog at anabolicmen.com. Now, I do hope these tips were helpful for you to develop more attraction with your wife. And one last thing before we go. Now, as we've mentioned in some of our previous videos, is that according to the U.S. Travel Association, who says that 79% of couples who vacation together say that their relationship has improved once they have returned from vacation. So what we have done here is we've partnered up with a wholesale travel agency to bring you what we call as the Endless Honeymoon Package, which gives you the very best price anytime you travel, or 150% money back. It also, anytime you shop at places like Walmart or Target or Apple, places like this, a lot of the businesses and the companies that we spend money each and every day with, a portion of that money will be rewarded back to you in order to help you to finance your next vacation. And if you spend $100 with us today, you'll also get $1,500 to help finance your next vacation. So you can go ahead and click on the link down below directly underneath this video for more details on that. Now, one of the other things that we've talked about is oxytocin. So we also want to encourage you to check out what we call as Love Potion number 2, which helps your wife to develop more oxytocin that will make her fall more deeply in love with you, and in your case it will help you to be more committed and more loyal to her. So you can find the link for that as well down below directly underneath this video. And we also want to encourage you to check out any of our other sponsors. But again, I had a blast filming this video for you here today. I hope it was helpful for you. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye now.